Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel with your host, Mrs. Anita Ekokwashi, on my talk show, Life and Marriage. If today is your first time in coming to my YouTube, joining me, watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, share, like, and comment. Okay, so guys, actually, I'm so excited, so excited because it's my first time of bringing my talk show to my YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I actually do it every Tuesdays and Saturdays on TikTok. So if you want to follow me on TikTok as well, it's MB_mom. Okay, you can follow me over there and join my live talk show every Tuesday evening and Saturday evening, 10 o'clock European time, 9 o'clock in Ghana, in the UK, 9 as well, Ireland, 9 as well. Wherever you are, just, try to, you know, we fix the time, when it's 6 o'clock, when it's 10 o'clock over here, 10 o'clock in the evening over here. I'm in Belgium, so when it's 10 o'clock over here in Belgium, you can just check wherever you are and, try to get your time right. And you can always join me live on TikTok. So, excuse me. So, today I'm going to talk about the reason why I chose to do this talk show. Okay, so I've gone through a lot in life, and I felt like there are a lot of things we need to know. You know, mostly the youth. Okay, we need to know about life, about marriages, because when I look at the way some of us we get married and our motives or reason in getting married, it's sometimes it's really sad, you know, to think of the fact that we don't know exactly the reason why we get married. Okay, and our intention or our thoughts of it. Okay, so, and also about life in general. So that is the reason why I try to do this talk show. And fortunately for me, it has really been a great, experience, especially doing it on TikTok live. It has really been a great experience. I've met a lot of people having issues, having questions about marriages, about life as its whole, knowing people, what they're going through. And it's really interesting to be able to help each other. It's really interesting to know exactly what other people are going through. Sometimes we think like, we mm, maybe what we're going through is too much that we cannot bear. But when you when you get the chance to know what other people are going through, then you'll be like, wow, God, I'm so lucky, and it's really helpful actually. So I really wanted to bring it on my YouTube as well. And I hope I hope people are gonna enjoy it. I hope I'm gonna get more subscribers. I hope I'm gonna get even people to be able to do live, live chat with or live talk with, for us to learn more and know more about what is going on. So actually today's topic, what I'm bringing out today is whether marriage is a contract or a covenant. So I already did this particular talk show on my TikTok live, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. The kind of answers I got, the kind of advices I got from it, the kind of experience I had with other people regarding their knowledge to whether marriage is a contract or a covenant. And I want to bring it out here. And I really hope I'm going to get comments. I'm going to get a lot of people to comment. And, let me know their opinion as well, okay? Guys, this is my opinion about whatever I bring here is what people are going through, okay? And it's true stories, it's true life stories that I bring out here, okay? That is what I usually also do on my live TikTok as well. I don't bring like imaginary things, but it's mostly what people are going through or what people have called me of, regarding their issues they're going through that they need, solution for or something like that. And I try to bring it out so I can get more opinions about it. That is how I get a chance to help each other or help people as well. So today's topic, so let me put it this way. Let us say is the first season of our live talk show, and we're going to start with the question, if marriage is a contract or a covenant, okay? So first of all, let's try to explain the word, let us try to define the word covenant and contract. And then, we'll get to it step by step, okay? So to me, I believe contract is something two people or two partners, have. It's like they bargain on and try to sign a contract of it. So it's like you get two people or you have two people bringing an idea together or trying to think about something, and at the end of the day it's like each person each um each um each person is gonna get their own interest out of it, okay? So it's something two people, kind of bring together and have a share in it. Do you get it? Let's say like 50-50 thing. Okay, they bargain on it, all right, and they bring it together, and at the end of the day, they try to have their own share out of it. Let's put it this way: like you invest in something, you want to invest in something, you have a contract with somebody, and you guys, talk about the money issue, how each person has to get or gain, and at the end of the day, you guys, the two of you signed a contract. But the thing is, with contract, you can easily break a contract. So let's say as the deal goes on, if you're not okay with it, you can easily cut off your contract, all right, without no issue. If you feel like what you guys agreed on, you're not okay with it, you can easily cut it off, and everybody goes his own her own way. But when you talk about a covenant is an agreement, it's an agreement two people make. All right, it's an agreement two people make, and mostly with a covenant, it's like there is a higher person. There is a higher person, so is that higher person who brings out the agreement, okay? So I'm not saying anybody who is not high, you're a weak person or something, all right? No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's mostly like you want something from somebody, all right? And that somebody is that higher person, and that person will give you some rules and regulations, all right, that you have to obey or you have to do. And when you are able to do that rules and regulations, you get the promised thing that person, the promised thing that you're supposed to get from your agreements. All right. Okay. So let me put it this way, like God, when God gave us the Ten Commandments, okay, he asks us to obey those rules, all right, of the Ten Commandments. And what do we get from it? We get a reward, and the reward is blessings, okay? That shall not commit adultery, that shall not steal, bear false witness against thy neighbor, all those rules and regulations, all right? So as Christians, when we obey these things, all right, when we obey these things, God promised us something. What is that promise? That promise is to bless us, to protect us, to be with us, to give us everything that we need, to guide us, all right? And he has no reason, or he has no say in saying like, oh, I'm not going to do it. No, because we obey those rules, all right? He is going to bless us. So it's like a promise. With a covenant, you get a promise from it. You know, there is something that it must be done, and it's not easily broken. All right. When it comes to covenant, it's something that is not easily broken. You can't just break it. Unlike contract, you can agree on something and just break it up anytime you feel like, or anytime you know you want. You can just break it. But with covenant, you can't, because there will be a consequence. You know, if you want to break it, there will be a consequence from it. So you cannot just stand up one day and say, you know, you want to break this covenant, or you want to break that agreement you guys made. No. And that consequence, you're going to pay for it. Do you get it? So if we understand the definition of covenant and contract, then we have to know that it goes as well as marriage. Marriage is not a contract. Okay, marriage is not a contract. Marriage is a covenant. Okay, it's a covenant. It's something two people agree on. Something that, you know, you must build up. You must make it work. Do you get it? So that is covenant. That is what marriage is all about. You have that higher place, and that higher place is, let me put it this way in a nice form. You know, that the man, in we Africans, in our own tradition, the man will come to their girl's family, the woman's family, and ask of him hand in marriage. Okay, and let me put it this way: the man is at the higher place. I am not saying he's over you or something. I'm just trying to try to put it in a way that you get what I'm trying to say. So that man is in the higher place, and that man is going to ask your hands in marriage. Okay, so what would the woman do? They're going to ask. And like we Ghanaians, when it's on that D-Day, the parents of the bride is going to ask you as the bride, like, this man is, came to ask for your husband. Are you ready to go? Are you willing to go? Should we accept the things? And you, the woman, will say yes. You know, when you say yes, that means you want this man. You are happy. You want to be there. Okay, you will say yes. So you have agreed on for the man to take you away. And that man is supposed to love you. That man is supposed to cherish you. That man is supposed to, do what he's supposed to do as a husband to you. Okay, so he has a covenant with God. The moment he agreed to take you as well, he has a covenant with God. And now you also, as the woman, have a covenant with him. Do you get it? So both of you have a covenant. And what is the covenant? Is to love each other, to be with each other no matter what. Try to build up that relationship, encourage each other in everything. And you cannot easily say you want to come out. You cannot easily say you want to break it up. No, it is not done. Do you get it? It's not a contract that you can just sign or something. It's like, oh, tomorrow, oh, you'll be like, oh, you were so into it, and then after some months or maybe a year, you'll be like, this is not what I thought it was, so I want to come out. No, it is not like that. So as youth, when we start to know that marriage is a covenant, it's going to be easy for us, to accept what will come within it. All right, mind me, I am not saying accept anything that is not right. All right, I am not saying that, but I'm trying to say what you can fix. Okay, you know that marriage is a long way. That is what I'm trying to say. It is not just going in and coming out. No, it is a long way. Okay, it is a long way. So when we know that, before we enter into marriage, we have to think about it. Okay, we have to know that partner that we want to marry. Is he the right person? Is she the right person? Are we compatible? Is he or is she somebody who can, bring the best out of me? Or is he or she somebody who will just, degrade me, criticize me, how do I see my future with that person or with this woman or with this man? We have to think about all that, okay? We have to think about all that before we get into the marriage. We have to know if there is trust issues. We have to make sure it is being dealt with before we bring it into marriage, because it is a long way, as I said. Okay, it's a covenant. It's a long way, as I said. You cannot just, you cannot say, oh, now the person doesn't trust me, so maybe when we get married, he or she is going to trust me. No, it is never done. Let me say one thing: you can never change somebody. That is something I've come to know. You can never change somebody, no matter what, okay? Unless the person is ready to be changed. Unless the person is ready, like, that person is like, oh, he or she has thought about his or her behavior, and he or she will be like, oh, the way I am, I'm not okay, I'm not okay, I don't feel okay, I want to change. That is when you can help the person even change. And God has to come in as well. Okay, God has to come in. So when that person is ready and you bring prayers inside, you commit that person to God, that person can change. But you can never say, oh, the person doesn't trust me, or the person abused me, so, oh, when we get married, he's not going to abuse me anymore. When he get married, he's not going to cheat on me anymore. When he get married, he's going to, no. No, it is not done. So make sure you know your partner. I know, yeah, some people come in, wolf in sheep clothing. I understand that. That is why you have to take time. And that is why you have to pray about the person that you want to get married to. You have to commit it to God. You have to pray. And one thing I also got to know, guys, I know it's difficult for us to do, okay? Fornication. When I say fornication, I mean in the sense of you sleeping with the person you're going to get married to before getting married. It doesn't help. Because one, fornication is against the rules, of God. It's something God doesn't like. I am not saying I'm perfect. I've been there, I've done it, okay? But when I got married to my husband, it's something I make sure I will not do. It's something I make sure I won't do. A lot of things I try to, I change before getting into that marriage. Okay. A lot of things I thought of, and it helped. Okay. It's a blessing. It's such a great blessing because the person doesn't know, hasn't seen your nakedness. You haven't seen the person's nakedness. And it's something precious that God loves. Okay. And if he or she is the right person for you, trust me, you guys are going to have that perfect. There is nothing perfect, but God is going to make it perfect. As long as God is in, he is going to make it perfect. Okay. And one thing you have to know, there has to be communication, all right, in that marriage. So if you are having like you're seeing somebody and the communication is not good, my dear, take your time, all right? Take your time, okay? Let there be communication. It's very important in marriage. It's very, very important in marriage. Forgiveness as well is very important in marriage. Be careful not to marry somebody who can't forgive, because the moment you do something to that person, he or she is always going to remind you. That means he or she hasn't forgotten what you did, and it's going to bring issues upon issues in your marriage. It's not going to solve it. Learn to forgive. Learn to forget. I know sometimes it's difficult. There are some things your partner will do to you that you can't, you can't forgive. But one thing we have to know, that we are human beings, and as human beings, every day in our lives, we commit sins against God. We commit sin against God, okay? And when we commit sin against God, what do? We ask for forgiveness. So if God will and can and always forgive us, who are we as human beings that we say we cannot forgive our partners when they hurt us? Okay. That is to also not to say that you have to oppress your partners as well. No, don't do things that will hurt them. Something that that when it's being done to you, you're not going to be happy. Don't do it to somebody else. Okay. So prayers also is very important in a relationship. Forgiveness, prayers, communication, trust is very important in marriage, okay, and in relationship as well. So try to make sure that all these things are dealt with. All these things are there. Your partner is somebody who has all these things. You are somebody who has all these things. When it's not there, try to teach each other. Try to encourage each other as well. All right? Try to encourage each other. Never criticize your partner. Never criticize your partner in her downfalls or his downfalls. Where you think your partner is not doing well, encourage him or her. Try to bring him or her up. Okay, don't discourage that person. It's not nice. It is not good as well. You cannot take things like this into marriage. It will not help as well. If you want your marriage to be a covenant one, these are some key points that I'm giving you. Okay, these are some key points. I wrote down some things and I'm gonna say it as well. No marriage is perfect, all right? No marriage is perfect. Okay, you can have this in Ecclesiastes 4:9. When you read it, there is a beautiful passage there, word of God there, that can help you. Colossians 3:14 as well, it can help you. It talks about marriages that's some, marriages that are not perfect. Okay, no marriage is perfect. Also, you need to enjoy your marriage. All right, you need to enjoy your marriage. That is why you have to learn all these key points that I mentioned. You need to enjoy your marriage. You don't need to endure. Marriage is not to endure, it's to enjoy, because marriage is a blessing. So that is why you need to be careful about a whole lot of things before you enter into it. It's a blessing. That is why it's a covenant. Okay, it is not something you just do it and go. I've been there, I've done the mistake. By the grace of God, I've come out, I've learned a lot from it, and God has blessed me again, and it's what I'm doing. Okay, as I said in the beginning, it's my opinion, it's what I'm doing. That is what I'm trying to bring out. Okay, it is not perfect. You need to enjoy marriage, you don't need to endure. All right, and you need to be patient as well. You need to be tolerant as well. Okay, you can get patience and tolerance. You can get it in Ephesians 4, Ephesians chapter 4 2 to 3, also 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4, Colossians chapter 3 verse 13. Okay, you can get all these things from it. You need to enjoy marriage. You can get it in Ephesians 5 22 to 24 and Hebrews 13 16. All right, you can get it there. And forgiveness, as I said, is very important as well. You have to learn how to do that, and you can get it in Matthew 6 14 15, Ephesians 4 31 to 32. You can also get it in 1 Peter 4 to 8. All right, something you need to know as well: avoid comparison. Okay, do not compare your partner. Never. As I said, if there is something your partner doesn't do well, encourage the person, help that person to come up, build that person. Okay, guide that person. Do not compare. Don't say, see Sister Chris' husband, look at the way he dresses, or look at the kind of car. My dear, do not. All right, maybe Sister Ikria maybe Sister Ikria husband doesn't even know how to dress, but you see that the husband has dressed well. Do you know that means Sister Ikria is the one dressing her husband? But they're not going to tell you. Sister Ikria or Sister Joy is the one dressing her husband. Do you get it? So you also have to dress your husband as well. Keep it in your home. A lot of learned. Keep it in your home. If your husband doesn't know how to dress him to your fulfillment, the way you want him to look. All right, that you will be happy. If your husband doesn't know how to talk, teach him how to talk. Okay. If there are some things you don't like, teach him. Okay, teach him. And all these things are very good. As a woman, learn how to save as well. Women, we are helpmates. Okay, we are helpmates. We are here to help our husbands. We are not the leaders. We are not the head. Women, before we get into marriage, we have to learn that as well. We have to put it in our mind that we are not the head. The men are the head. God is the head of the family, and God is the head of the church, and the man is the head of the family. Okay, and we women are their helpmates. Okay, so we have to learn that. So if you're a career woman and you think maybe you earn more than your husband, my dear, when it comes to home, be the woman that you need to be submissive to your husband. No matter what, be that woman that needs to be submissive and obedient to your husband. And when you are like that, Your husband will love and cherish you. Your husband will adore you. Okay? Don't listen to people outside and ruin your relationship or ruin your marriage. Do not do that. Learn how to be submissive. Learn how to be respectful to your husband. Be loyal to him as well. Okay, they say and the word of God says a foolish woman destroy her home, but a wise woman builds her home. So be that wise woman and build your home. All right, be that wise woman. Don't be that foolish woman and destroy your home, no matter what it is. Guys, men, I am also not saying that abuse your wives. Okay, I'm gonna get to the topic on abuse, because when we say abuse, abuse is about a whole lot of things. Okay, abuse can be verbally, abuse can be financially, abuse can be emotionally, abuse can be mentally. So it's a lot. Abuse can be physically. All right, I will get there, but it's just I'm trying to bring it in. Okay, do not oppress your wives as well. Okay, because when you do that, she will leave, and when she leaves, later she will go and meet somebody outside who will give her that pampering, that love, and then you will say what, she has gone and cheat on you, or she has cheated on you. No. Okay, so women, be submissive to your husbands. Husbands, love your wives. The Lord says husbands should love their wives. Do not criticize your wife as well. Do not insult her. If she doesn't know how to dress, teach her how to dress. If she doesn't know how to talk, teach her how to talk. If she doesn't know how to cook, teach her if you know. Don't bring her outside. Don't destroy her dignity. Because if you go out and destroy your wife, don't forget you are destroying yourself as well. Because who is a foolish one? It's going to be you, because you are destroying her now, and yet you are still marrying her. Who will be the foolish one? Is you. It goes to the woman as well. If there is something that your husband does that is no good, don't bring him outside. Settle it inside, because when you bring it and you sell there, you will be the foolish woman as well. All right, so that is, if you know all these things. Okay, don't deny each other from sex. All right, if you are married, communication, as I said. Don't be selfish. If you have something, share. Do not be selfish. Don't hide your money from your husband. The husbands, do not hide your money from your wives as well. Okay, let there be how do you say it, let there be loyalty, let there be unity, let there be peace, let there be I need this word, transparency. Right, yeah, right. Let there be transparency between the two of you. And when there's transparency, there is trust. Don't keep secrets as well. A lot of things I've learned, do not keep secrets as well. No matter how bad it is, tell that husband, tell that wife. Okay? Tell them, tell your partner. And my dear, let's say your wife has a bad secret or something that is no good, and she tells you. Husbands, please do not use it against her. Do not criticize her about it, because for her to get that courage to open her lips or her mouth and tell you, that means she loves and cares for you. That means she needs a peaceful home. Okay, so do not use it against her. Maybe it's her past. It goes to the men as well. If you get to know something about your husband that he tells you, my dear, keep it. Let it go. If it's the past, it's the past. Do you not use it against your husbands as well. Okay, because that husband has also gotten that courage to talk about it to you, and you have to be happy. All right, you have to be happy, and you keep everything within. Okay, that is how you know that marriage is a covenant. And when it's a covenant and there is God in that marriage and prayers, my dear, there is nothing that God cannot do. No matter how it is, there is nothing he cannot do for you. There is nothing he cannot fix in that relationship or in that marriage. All right, So this is my opinion. If you have any questions, you can just drop it in the comment section. If you have any opinion about it, you can drop it as well. If there is something that you think is necessary for me to say that I couldn't say or I didn't say, feel free and drop it. Guys, no criticism, no insults, all right? We are here for positivity. Bring out positive opinions, positive advice, and we're all gonna learn from it. Thank you all. I really hope you enjoyed today's talk show about whether marriage is a contract or a covenant. I hope to see you guys soon. Subscribe, as I said, subscribe to my channel, share my video, comment on it on the comment section, and hit on the notification bell, all right, so you can always be alerted whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful night, and a blessed day. God bless you. Bye bye.